Yo, what's up, guys? Welcome to another Rebels Capital, aka Negativity with Success. And yes, welcome to another day talking about the stock market, the bond market, cryptocurrencies, the biggest losers and winners today. If you like the video, man, please click like, subscribe. Yes, no, maybe so. Let's go, let's go, let's go. So, today is the 25th of May, 2025. So today, more or less, the stock market is not really working. It's quite closed today, partially closed, because of it's a Memorial Day, United States. But overall, everything is still reflecting Friday's gains. Like Dow Jones is up today 0.58%, S&P 500 up by 0.37. Your Nasdaq is up 0.19%. Russell 2000 is up almost 1 point. And then your Russell 2000 as well, it's up by 0.91%. The fear the fear index, which is the VIX, today it's down. It's currently sitting at $16.75, which is quite good. As long as it's below 20, we're Gucci to go. Gold today. Let's see here. Give me a second. Give me a minute. And then we can also look at your Nikkei 225 is up by 2%. FTSE 100 up by 0.22. Hang Shang is up by 0.86, right? And then yeah, man, that's about it in terms of the stock market. Basically, they're just reflecting what happened on Friday. So it's just a continuation, more or less. Today we have your gold is down by 0. It's actually up now. It was down by 0.24. Now it's up by 1%. And then silver's also up by 2%. Copper's up by 1%. Palladium is up by 1.88. Natural gas is up by 0.96%. And then moving on, heating oil is down. US coffee is down. US corn is up by 0.332%. And then US wheat, nothing has changed. US sugar down by 0.86. Copper down by 0.72%. US cocoa is down by, it's actually up by 0.77%. So more or less, the only thing that is up for the day today, it's silver. Silver made the biggest gain today. Silver meaning that some sort of fear happening. Normally, when you see like a lot of your metals, commodities being bought a lot, is because of there's some sort of fear happening in the stock market. So people are selling their stocks and going to hot metals, something they can see, feel, and touch and smell as well. Yeah, man. So overall, the S&P 500 is winning streak to 8 consecutive weeks, the longest since this is the longest since December 2023. The Dow Jones also hit an ultra record high, marking it the third positive week in four. So overall, let me just summarize. The biggest winner today was this company actually. Uh, so it's actually three. It's, Salesforce, what you call this, Cisco Systems, the one that was doing quite badly, and Mac. Yeah, this company. Are they? I just forgot what they do. I think they're a transportation business. They make those big trucks, if I'm not mistaken. But yeah, man, this was the biggest one too. It's currently sitting at 122. It's up by 5.64%. So yeah, man, this one is up today quite bigly, quite massively actually. Oof. So you guys can see here it went from 113 to 122. The news on that specifically, let's just see here. Where's my pitch? Where's my pitch? Okay. I'm not quite sure today what made that one higher, but it's a delivery company. And then the second one was Salesforce. Salesforce is basically they help companies to make their advertising more appealing and to get more sales, basically. Enhance why the name Salesforce. Um, yeah, man, this one is currently sitting at 180. It's up by 2%. 2%. And then the next one that made it big today was Cisco Systems. Cisco Systems, here we go. That was the biggest winner as well. Cisco Systems, they used to deal with like hot metals before until they changed their business model into systems and cloud. So yeah, man, they mostly like a office type of company. Now basically, I think they deal with cloud, something of that sort. Cloud, yeah, Cisco Systems. Yeah, man, yeah. So basically, that's what they do. They used to deal with like hard, what you call these, like telephones. They had like telephones, copper wires. Now they specifically deal with a cloud. Yeah, they're in the cloud business. They changed their model now. It's still there, that type of business of like having cell phones and etc. But not as much as the billions has poured now into data centers and cloud business. And then the other one was HP Technologies and Dell. HP Technologies and Dell Dell Technologies. It made it higher today because of the earnings report. They came in positive. So even if like the stock market was closed today, they still had to report the earnings report. So now it's sitting at 295 and 19 cents. It's up 16%. Oof. So imagine if you put like $1,000, bro. Could have been Gucci today, but anyway, we didn't know. We didn't know. We didn't know. It's too late now. Now I'm sounding like those people. Um, every time they see every time they see some sort of stock going from 0 to 200 rand to $200, I mean, they always say that, I wish I was there. But you guys barely pay attention to it. But anyway, HP was another one today on earnings report. It killed it, it crushed it, it raped it. It's currently sitting at $25.24. It's up by 15.25%. That's another beautiful, beautiful. HP is a simple, self explanatory. They make monitors, mouses, everything that has to do with the computer front. They still in the computer front. And then the other one that made huge crushing was Lenovo Group. Lenovo Group, it's the one that makes the cell phones, the tablets. It's a Chinese company though, by the way. So they were sick and tired of seeing prices of these laptops being higher in their country. So instead of beating them, they created their own version of. So current price is now sitting at 40.17. It's up 18.43%. Wow. Wow, 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 wow. Beautiful earnings report. And then the biggest losers today to hand is the most loved company on Wall Street, Nvidia. Nvidia Corporation. So this one mostly when like anything that has to do with AI, bro. It's now sitting at 215.33 down 1.90%. Not so bad, not so good. It's okay. But yeah, man, that's what's happening there in that sector. And then I forgot to mention that on the commodities front, right? The energy has been the biggest sector winner for 2026, right? So if you invested $1,000, you could have been up actually quite a lot by 30%. Could have been up by 30%. So overall in performance, right? The biggest one that is crushing it in 2026 is energy. Energy meaning that your biggest one that make the biggest high. The biggest one was oil, of course. Crude oil, WTF, year to date. Brent oil, heating oil, obviously, that we mentioned a couple of days back. US cotton was another one, 20%. And copper was another one. Silver was another one. Copper is at 13%. Silver made 10.63%. And then, yeah, man, that was the rest. So if basically you invested a lot of money into oil, you could have been Gucci so far year to date. Yeah, man, you could have been withdrawing instead of investing more. So the sectors have been turbocharged by the war in Iran, which has kept oil prices basically elevated. Consumer goods stocks have been gripping to the what you call these rising inflation. So basically, rising inflation has been killing the consumer goods stocks. Consumer goods stocks are your shopping centers like Target, Amazon. Yeah, man, you can go on and on. While the tech stocks navigating to the AI, the S&P 500. Sorry, man, the tech stocks navigating the AI as well has been quite amazing as well. And the S&P has been down so far by 4.6% year to date through the first quarter, right? This first quarter. So first quarter meaning from January till now. Or you can even say by April. But yeah, that's what's been happening. And then the earnings report we're expecting this week from now the 26th until the 29th. There's a lot of them. There's basically 61 companies reporting earnings by tomorrow. Wednesday is 48, Thursday is 69, and with six IPOs on Wednesdays. So far, we had your TJX companies beating earnings as well by 16%. Revenues are up 2%. Analog devices made a massive beat, 26%. Target as well is up by 16%. Low is the only company that missed the earnings. So the earnings report we're expecting this week from the 26th until the 29th is Zscaler, Salesforce, Dell Technologies are amongst the key earnings report investors and traders are watching. I think that's why they made so much progress today, actually. Yeah, that's why they were running today. Yeah, man. And then moving on to economic news. Economic news. I'm just gonna go through like the US, everything that has to do with the US, and then I'm just gonna move on. Kind of makes sense, so it doesn't look so confusing. Economic calendar. These are numbers every trader watches when they are trading the US dollar, basically. Yeah, man. Investors are watching numbers like your PCE inflation data, PCE inflation data, GDP. Obviously, that's very important. That's like that's like one news. Every time the US dollar goes up and down, the GDP number, every time it's being released um, on the data on the government website, it moves the dollar very, very much. And I'm not even fucking around. I think you will see on that day GDP gets released. So this is the number like this week that's gonna move the US dollar GDP. So now as you can see, the US dollar is currently sitting at $99. And then the next number that's gonna come in is personal income. Personal income, obviously, they're gonna look at how people are also spending. Personal income and spending figures are also coming. So how much you earn to how much you're spending. Can you afford this? Can you not afford this? Numbers don't lie, people do. And then the other thing was that the Federal Reserve numbers, right, showed most policymakers believe that additional rate hikes could still be necessary in inflation if inflation stays above the Fed's 2% target. Markets increasingly priced in a likelihood of a 25 basis point rate hike. Hike by the end of the year. Hike, but shit, that's bad. Yeah, man, that's bad. Meaning that cost of living is gonna go even higher. Just to summarize it, quick, short, quick, short, and simple. So you think things are expensive now? Watch. And then moving on to IPOs, that is public initial public offering. These are when companies are going public for the first time in their entire lives. We will see that this we still waiting for that SpaceX. Basically, nothing special is happening with those ones. And then moving on to your bonds. The bonds, the bonds, the bonds, the bonds. The biggest, oh shit, the biggest market in the entire world. The bond market is very, very important. It's the biggest one because of more money floats in there because of its pension fund. Pension fund has the most money invested in, if I can summarize it that way. As you can see, we look at the most important ones just for the 30 year, the 10 year, the 5 year, and the 2 year. That's it. So, as you can see here, the 30 years playing at yielding at 5.0808%. Today it's down by negative 0.57%, still at an all-time high. The US 10 year, it's currently yielding at 4.4%. It's down by negative 2%. And then still at a new high. The 5 year is also playing at 4.26%. This one is up today by 0.24%, also making a new high. The US 2 years currently sitting at yielding at 4.12%. It's up almost 1% today, also making a high. So just to summarize that switch short, is that the yield curve shows a positive suggestion that there's fears of recession, basically. So if you look at the 2 year to the 10 year, right? That curve shows some sort of fear of a recession coming up very soon because of the cost of living going higher. Yeah, man, that's what's happening there. Just to summarize it, sweet, short, and simple for you to understand. And then moving on to your cryptocurrencies. I'm not gonna go through currencies. Same old, same old. Nothing, nothing is happening there. Besides that, I don't like talking about. I don't like talking about currencies because of they are affected more or less about what we already spoken about. Geopolitical issues, macro issues like Trump. Is Trump gonna do this and that? Like stocks. You understand? You understand? So the US dollar today is down by 0.24%. And then moving on to cryptos today, they made a beautiful run. Bitcoin is up by 1.32%. Ethereum is up as well by 1.26%. Ether is down by 0.03%. Uh, Binance Bitcoin is obviously up by 1.57%. XRP is up by 0.72. USDC is down by 0.03. Solana is up by 0.66. Tron is up by 2%. Dogecoin is up by 1%. Hyperliquid is down today by 1.94%. So, with that being said, um, Bitcoin last week mid month, it was currently sitting at That's 75. Today's at 77. It's up today more or less by a couple of points. But we're seeing that there's a what you call these? There's a rebound basically happening from Bitcoin in the past couple of 24 hours. So 16,000 Bitcoins in flow in exchange, meaning that there's some sort of like negative picture behind Bitcoin these days, because of it moved from, if we look at like your reserves, right? The Bitcoin reserves rebounded from 616,000 to 632,000, right? In the past month. So this month is only at 16,000 inflows. So meaning that from that 616,000, that's a big, big, big low. So it's signaling some sort of sell. It's more of like a sell. So because of there isn't money going in May so far, there hasn't been money going in May. Since now we're close to the end of the month, we are like 5 days close to the 30th. And then the other thing I wanted to look at was that in a couple of days, right, the money that's been flowing out of Bitcoin is exactly $105 million. This net flow is down just by 500 million, because of now in total there hasn't been anything happening there. People are not buying, they're just selling, they're just taking profit at this point. Obviously the biggest whale in Bitcoin is BlackRock, obviously. Yeah, man. So yeah, man, that's what's happening there. So yeah, man, nothing interesting has been happening with that. BlackRock is still the biggest one. But the ETFs. So with Bitcoin, what normally happens is people buy their share of Bitcoin through ETFs. ETFs that are offered by BlackRock, Fidelity, ARK, ARK Investments. Those are Kathy Woods, ARK Investments, Fidelity. Fidelity, I forgot who the new guys are. Fidelity is the one that made a lot of money in the 1990s. And then BlackRock, Larry Frank is the guy. So overall, in a single day, they are seeing around 448 million flowing in the ETFs, and then ARK saw 109 million going out. So 448 in BlackRock that was going out. ARK, they saw $109 million flowing out. Fidelity saw $63 million flowing out. And then looking at the altcoins is the one we just mentioned, like your XRPs. They also making a different approach. They're making a flow of 67 million into it. And then we saw Solana also was a big one with 55 million. So yeah, man, they're making fresher laws. So people are moving from Ethereum and Bitcoin to like your XRP, Solana, Tron, Dogecoin, and Chainlink. So yeah, man, that's what's happening right there. So just to summarize, what's been happening is that the entire market is still driven by the one story: U.S. Iran tensions. Oil is still above the $100 barrel per barrel. It's still fueling that um, inflation fears and keeping bonds elevated, and then pushing the Fed towards a potential rate hike. So we might actually see a rate hike this year. That's fucking crazy. So shit is gonna go from expensive to even more expensive. So yeah, man, that's what's happening. So all equities remain strong, resilient, in hopes of a peace deal between the two countries. Yeah, man, that's about it. If you liked the video, please click like, subscribe. Yes, no, maybe so. Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. I love this.